one of the top 5 Filipino inventions is the bamboo incubator. When we speak of amazing Filipino women in history, we can't miss Dr. Fea del Mundo, the first woman admitted to Harvard Medical School, a Filipina pediatrician and the founder of the first pediatric hospital in the Philippines, who was born on November 27, 1911, and died on August 6, 2011. Although she is most known for this groundbreaking achievement, in 1936, Dr. Fea del Mundo has pioneered a lot of things important not only in the field of pediatrics or medicine but also in the society. In a bid to help families in rural communities without electricity, Dr. Fea del Mundo invented a bamboo incubator in the year 1941. According to a biographical report on Dr. Fea del Mundo by the Philippine Center for Investigative Journalism, the physicians designed the bamboo incubator or a makeshift incubator that utilized 2 wicker laundry baskets of varying sizes. She put hot water bottles in the space between the baskets to regulate the temperature of the infants, then added a hood and oxygen. It was reported that it was Dr. Fea del Mundo's objective of making inventions that are inexpensive and can be reproduced by people who have limited access to medical centers. The bamboo incubator, also called as a radiant warmer because, in an open incubator, a newborn baby is placed on a flat surface with a radiant heat element positioned above of offering heat below. The heat output is automatically controlled by the temperature of the baby's skin. While you may see a lot of monitors, the incubator is open above the newborn baby. Because of the open airspace, open incubators do not provide the same amount of control over humidity as closed incubators. However, they can still monitor a baby's vital functions and warm them, and it is also easier to achieve skin-to-skin with newborn baby in an open incubator since it is possible to directly touch from above.
Kung nakikita ngayon ang Francisco Passenger Jeepney.
The next Filipino invention is in line with the aim of SDS, which is the sustainability. This Filipino invention is an eco-friendly and it is called e-jeepney. In response to calls for reduced greenhouse gas emissions and the rise of oil prices, Robert Puket, the president of Solar Electric Company in the Philippines, made the e-jeepney his brainchild. With the support of Greenpeace and through the office of Makati Mayor Jejomar Binay, 4 e-jeepneys were deployed to ply routes around Makati City. 2 of the jeepneys were prototypes from Guangzhou, China, and the other 2 were made by the Motor Vehicle Parts Manufacturers Association of the Philippines. The e-jeepney runs a maximum 40 km/h. E-jeepney is an electric type vehicle that used in public transportation. It was recently developed in the Philippines that provides a sustainable, clean form of public transportation. E-jeepney was the public transportation system of its kind in Southeast Asia. There are many benefits to the e-jeepney in terms of fostering a circular economy. It includes, among other things, low-carbon electric vehicle production guidelines and technology. However, the industry leader explained that standardization of common parts and components is essential to bring prices down, maintain safety, and assure reliability. Batteries on the e-jeepney are recharged using biodegradable waste as fuel. Despite the fact that the engine is imported, many of the body parts are built locally. Fully charged jeepney runs for 8 hours and charging batteries can take 6 to 8 hours. Compared with traditional jeepney, e-jeepney is more cost-effective, has 87% lower greenhouse gas emissions, does not produce smog, reduces air pollution, and its associated health effects, and is more preferred by the majority of the riding public due to its safety, environment-friendly, and comfortable ride.
Mr. Alfredo M. Ano Sr. is recognized as the godfather of Filipino inventors. Mr. Alfredo M. Ano Sr. invented the Anos fire truck called Patriot. It is a fire truck of 3-in-1 package that can be simultaneously a fire truck, a rescue vehicle, and an ambulance. Its triple capability allows firefighters and emergency workers to simultaneously put out fire, rescue people and animals, and provide first aid treatment to the injured. The ambulance and rescue fire truck uses compressed air foam system that is 5 to 7 times more efficient than plain water in putting out fire.
Phone for the home.
Stay tuned for CNN.com.
So good day everyone, I'm Suzette Simo and I'm going to discuss about video phone. So video calling is an activity that is now easily done by everyone thanks to modern technology. One only needs a smartphone with a camera and an internet connection to chat live with another person in other parts of the world. There are already several chatting apps capable of this feature, but before video calling became what it is today, the technology had a slow start, perhaps because it was way ahead of its time. So the first video call is from the Philippines. So did you know its origins are traced way back to the middle of the 1950s in the Philippines, a long time prior to the start of the digital age. The first recorded video phone or a two-way telephone was invented by a Filipino engineer and physicist named Mr. Gregorio Sara. The video phone, a telephone device that allows you to see the individual you are speaking with a real or near real time, was a mere dream of science fiction. But physicist and aeronautical engineer Mr. Gregorio Sara, one of the Philippines' most celebrated inventors, began to change all that in 1955 when he introduced the first video phone. Mr. Gregorio Sara is perhaps best known as the inventor of the video phone, which he patented in 1955 as a photophone signal separator network. 5 years after he invented the instrument, AT&T began work on commercial application of a video phone or picture phone. The company introduced the video phone to the public in 1964 at the New York World's Fair, but the device did not become a viable marketable item until about 30 years later when it was integrated with the internet as the digital revolution took off. So to recognize the invention of Mr. Gregorio Sara, on March 30, 2016, the Philippine National Academy of Science and Technology posted on Facebook a photo from 1954 of Filipino engineer Mr. Gregorio Sara, demonstrating his latest invention, a two-way telephone or video phone patented as photophone signal separator network. The post quickly became popular, especially among Filipino internet users who appreciated learning that the Filipino invented a video phone as early as the 1950s. Most of the reactions on social media praised Mr. Sara's pioneering achievement in building a video phone. Many students know Mr. Sara as an important Filipino scientist, but only few remember that one of his inventions was an early prototype of a gadget that we came to know as a video phone. Mr. Sara died in 1978, but his legacy lives on every time a Filipino overseas worker connects with his or her family in the Philippines. Using an internet video phone or video calls allow people to watch their grandkids grow up and see their cousin's new apartment from the comfort of their own home. It's redefined distance and geography, making it easier for people to stay in touch.
Papakilala namin sa inyo Rescue 72, isang life vest and survival kit in one.
Rescue 72, Personal Rescue Device Vest. It was made in 2009 by the Filipino entrepreneur Danvic Briones. It is a personal rescue device that combines protection and organization of the basic necessities, like food, clothing, and shelter. As one of the most flood-prone and typhoon-prone countries in the world, disasters usually happen every year. Some victims were found trapped, injured, and even die due to lack of supplies, rescuers, and preparedness. Like what happened to Bagyong Undoy. 1,000 were found dead, 700 were injured, and 84 were still missing. After what happened, Rescue 72 was one of the inventions that helped by the government in setting up the preparedness of the country against the future disasters, limiting more deaths, and solidifying the importance of supplies.